This is Saxon 5, lesson 28, measuring time and elapsed time. So there's a couple of new vocab words in here right now. We have decades. Okay, a decade is 10 years. A century is 100 years. Okay, so it's talking about how many decades, you're going by 10 years. If we're talking about centuries, you're going 100 years. Now remember, all of these are also inside your textbook. So if you ever need a refresher, just look back at this lesson and it will show you all the vocabulary as well. But a decade is 10, a century is 100. So if I was looking at 2 centuries is 200 years. If I was looking at 2 decades is 20 years. Decades, centuries. This is analog, this is digital. So if a question asks you to draw an analog clock, you're drawing this one. If they ask you to draw a digital clock, you're drawing this one. Now, one of the things they want you to look at is they want you to look at being able to go forward or back in time. That would be the elapsed time period. So we have a question that says at 9:20 p.m. the movie finished. Okay, so they went to a movie, 9:20 p.m. the movie finished. They said the movie went for 2 hours and 5 minutes. When did the movie start? We can figure this out a couple of ways. If you really want to, you can draw an analog clock, put the hands in for 9:20, and then slowly count backwards until you get 2 hours and 5 minutes. Or you can look at this in sections. So whenever we're dealing with time like this, instead of dealing in ones, tens, hundreds column, we deal in hours and minutes. Okay, those are your two chunks, minutes and hours. Now remember, 60 minutes makes an hour. Okay, so if you ever get to 60 in the minutes column, you have to round into the hours column. So what we want to do is we want to come in and we want to go, okay, so 2 hours, again, we're going to chunk this, okay, hours and minutes. So 2 hours, 2 take away 9, because we need to go back 2 hours. So 9 take away 2, 9, 1, 2, 7. So we're starting the movie at 7 something, okay? 20 take away 5. Well, 20 take away 5 is 15. Okay, so the movie started at 7:15 p.m. Okay, just remember when you're doing elapsed time that you need to make sure that you're chunking hours and minutes. Okay, it's not hundreds, tens, ones, it's hours and minutes. And if you get in your minutes chunk to 60 minutes, you have to round over into the 1 hour. That is measuring time and elapsed time for Saxon 5, lesson 28.